Hello, Mario. Hey, we are alive again. Alright. Last time in Citizen Sleeper, we basically, so far so good, finished the first episode of the extra stories. We finished Bliss's arc, and I think we have yet to finish and story. And things are getting kind of messed up. I think in this run, I'm probably gonna get the choice to either go with Lem or stay, and I think I'm gonna pick staying, because there's stuff to do. Hello, Vex! How are you? Me, I'm very happy indeed. Don't have enough upgrades for... I need 3 points. Alright. I guess... Oh shit, did you sub to my channel just now, Vex? Thank you. Thank you, Vex. Alright, I'm gonna do some self-repair and then... Aside from BEP, how was your day? You're right. Oh man. Alright, wait for preparations to be complete. Now what? I don't really have anything to do right now. Or wait. Wow, 12 months. I can't believe you've been subscribed for that long. Guess I'm gonna get myself more scrap. Why the fuck not? Okay, there's still nothing here. Oh, wait! The flotilla! There's something new. I did not notice that. Alright. Oh. Hmm. Oh shit! Thank you for the gifts, Vex. Aww. You. Hey. Wow, one more, come on. I'm always like yawning when this game's on. As you walk into the bay of the climbing briar, familiarity of the space overcomes any trepidation. It feels good to be back, and the return feels earned, especially after all the work it took to figure out our route of this jumble of ships that might lead you. You see Ishi and Peak immediately, sitting at the back of the bay, deep in conversation. Closeness causes you to stop, suddenly aware that you might be interrupting something private. Truly the citizen sleepy. Peak is explaining something forcefully as Ishi stares out into the middle distance, hunched over. She suddenly spots you. Sleeper, Ishi nods. Didn't quite turn out like we hoped, right? Peak stops and glances between the two of you, tension rising. Mine was always risky. For me, more than you. As she shakes her head. Maybe if it spent less time trying to question it, things would have gone better. Eek looks... It has worked out, he appealed to you. The flux event, not the entire current system's offline. The flotilla is free and the Heaven Age are backing off. Flux event? That's what the refugees are calling it, Eek explains. Really, that's what they called it when it started happening around Ember. What exactly is happening? Hard to tell. It's some kind of disruptive wave that only affects electrical systems, Eek chips in. Typically, systems are screened against radiation and interference, but this is to be dulled, not stopped by those. Crisis continues, Ash sighs. The quota may be down, but this brings a whole other set of problems. You should tell them, Eshi. He glanced at her. Please. Eshi doesn't respond. Tell you what? Stare at her back, waiting for a response. Hi, Lona! Hello, Lona, how you doing? Please, Eshi. Can they show they be trusted? He nods towards you. Eshi turns, her arms fold tightly across her chest. Goes to start and then stops. See her anger in her eyes. Realize it is not directed at you. Else. Angry with herself. I brought weapons to the flotilla. And now Heaven Age has them. Oh, your headphones as the camper broke. Oof. I mean, good that we're gonna get new ones and that they're on sale too. Less money spent. You suddenly remember the sleek crates that were tucked into the bay, marked with our yellow sigil. The ones Eshi told you were just supplies. Oh. Just neat. What were you thinking? I was thinking that if the quota wasn't going to be lifted, the refugees would need something to change that. He stares at you defiantly. Would you rather they just stay quiet and die like good citizens? We hope that they will keep them safe, but in recent events, he glances nervously at Eshi. We aren't so sure that Heaven Age is the right place for the weapons to be. I wouldn't put it past them to use them to take the cordon back by force, Eshi glares. They're scared and losing control. Experience? That's when institutions do dangerous things. But if that's true, we can't do anything about it right now. Instead of marching to the yards at the other end of the eye and taking them back. She looks like that is exactly what she would like to do. Ugh. Anyway, Beak smiles nervously. Plus, we have other things to be getting on with. I want to understand the flux, Sleeper. Study it. Eyes light up. This thing is changing the entire system, causing problems across the inner system, driving refugees off Ember's moons. Now it's there. We can do something about it. Pauses. A problem for all of us. I can see more immediate problems, as she sniffs. Peak ignores her. Been looking at the networks, and when the flux event hit, it changed. Several systems, corrupted nodes, and broke open data stores. On. I be Epen. Take out a slate and show you a flickering polygon. Some of these flux nodes have appeared near the epicenter of the event. I get access. Ooh, however, I saw the way you work with data when we were preparing for the run. I think you can get into those things. I want you to find a flux node and bring me anything you can extract. And go. Most can be found in the barely functioning wastes. Start there. Perhaps together we can find something that might point us to what the flux is and where it comes from. Okay. They smile. I knew you'd agree. As she looks indignant. Don't waste too much time chasing Ghost, Sleeper. There are people on this flotilla that need help they can get. I'm sure Sleeper can do both, Eshi. He smiles at you. I'll see you here when you have something. Good hunting. And they wave you out as Eshi stomps away to make plans on her own. Also, Alright, new drive. Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god, what? Thank you again! What the fuck? Thank you! Oh my god, well, looks like my goal for now is, reached. Holy shit. Alright. Hydrate, okay. Drinkos water. Yum. Okay, I'm gonna check. Oh, right. There's. I forgot. I should some food on. Fucked up on the spaceship. This fluxed? Thanks. It is a flux. No. Maybe I should go up? Hey, wait, can I from Zoom or no? I can. Oh yeah. I love money. And I have enough money to like buy me some food for a while. No weirdos? Really? They look like anything The flux event at the current station. Maybe I have to head back to the... sorry, hiccups. Oh, tomorrow the Sidereal leaves. I guess I can eventually say goodbye to Lem and Mina since I decided... I wanna see more stuff. I need to see more of the story. Food. There you go. Alright, we're gonna have to say goodbye to them eventually. Going to miss them. There is a crowd. You spot Lem and Mina immediately as you enter the dock. They are waiting at the cordon, where Sally security are checking the crew in to board the ship. Those that manage to get up to the hub are crowded near the entrance, but even they know their chance of getting on board has long gone. Lem! Lem spots you among the crowd. Sleeper, we are here! They're standing beside a bag which looks to carry out the possessions they have. It is small enough to be carried in one hand. Ready? Lem smiles nervously. Well, I guess so. He has the bag. I hope they'll let us take this on board. Got a whole life in here. You hand over the Sally's ID film to Lem, keeping your own. He turns it back and forth in the light. Why did your friend even get this picture, Sleeper? Looks like my old convoy ID. You look. The shimmering, younger Lem stares out into the film. Harder and clean cut. I spoke to the guard here. He nods to the white and green security officer. We'll be doing orientation and role assignment on board. Sounds like we're going to be working under the core crew. Kinda like an intern. He laughs. What do you think, Meanie? Am I too old to be an intern? Following Lem's lead, you inspect your ID. As you lift the film up to the light, you see something strange. Something that makes you flinch. Ugh. Hold on. There's something in my throat. Ugh. Drink us water. The face printed in the film is one you recognize immediately. It's not you. At least, it is not how you look now. You squint at this ghost, confused why you hadn't noticed earlier. It is a picture you remember being taken, a memory that you didn't know you had. You remember signing the forms, the walk through the sleeper tanks, cold metal floor. Remember the S&ARP employee who helped you in, her smile clean, surgical. Freezing place, thinking of the you that still sleeps somewhere in an S&ARP facility, that won't wake until you are recovered and disposed of. Now you're leaving. Will I ever wake up? Sleeper? Lem interrupts your thoughts. These guys want us aboard. You stare at him without thinking, then notice the guard gesturing to you both to come forward. You all kick off and float over to them, steadying yourselves on the guardrail. Hang back, letting Lem present his ID film first. The guard slides it across a white machine, much like the one Castor bringing them from. Reflexively rub the puncture mark on your hand, even though there is no trace of it now. It seems to be your destiny to be someone else's tool. Lem and Mina wave through, the guard smiling at her excited face. Lem turns back to check if you're coming. The guard beckons you closer. Wait. Wait for a moment. So wait for a moment. This is all happening so fast, changing too much. So many questions you have, so many threats to catch a hold of. And yet, here you are, boarding a ship to who knows where. Journey that we take. Is it really what you want? How will you even survive? You suddenly feel dizzy, unsettled. You can make out a concerned look on Lem's face as you hold back. The guard gestures again. Mina's eyes, looking back at you, are so bright in the starlight. You can't do it. You can't get on that ship. Turn away quickly. Try not to look at Lem. Look at Mina. With their eyes. Turn away and kick off hard from the guardrail. You reach so far, well, you turn back. The scene continues in front of you as if nothing had changed. The next set of people are boarding. Crowds are still gathered at the cordon. The sidereal horizon still blinks. It's still all bright against the stars. Under are Lem and Mina, paddling up towards the docking bridge, bag in hand. Lem is facing away, focused on the steady climb. But Mina in his arms and is facing back towards you. But her face, confused, sullen, but twinkling with a growing excitement, as Lem carries her forward. As you watch Mina, you think about your future. Future you might choose. You know one thing for certain. That future is on the eye. You no longer have any enthusiasm for being carried forward by the dreams of others. For grand futures that unfold like angelic wings across the horizon. The future is being made now. The spinning ring, among its people and its systems. Of that. As you watch Amina disappear into the entrance of the sidereal horizon, and much later, when you watch the ship pull away, you feel a sense of longing. A longing to be carried, not by the systems that spin out the suns, or the corporations that run the colonies, but by love, towards an uncertain future, as Mina's was. That you The future you wish to make here on Erlin's Eye. That's another ending done. And then after that, we're going to make more progress on the Asian Peak line. I skip that actually? No. Oh, wait. There you go. Alright. Oh, here, Castor! Every time I have to read something, I feel like yawning. Jesus. A strange choice. Castor stands beside you at the rail, watching the pinpricks of light from the sidereal horizon's drive disappear. But perhaps not unexpected. Turn to look at Castor. His beam at you with an unsettling warmth. Aren't you angry? About what? Squeezes your shoulder. I only wish for you to exercise that strong drive of yours. If it happens to lie with my own, then that is pleasing to me. It does. Not, I could have punished you. About the sidereal. Castle looks out at the stars. I will do my best to follow its progress. Pauses. Celes itself is more concerned. Sandra Celes has taken a step back from the public eye. It seems some internal struggles are playing out within their pristine halls. Castor sighs. But I doubt core politics are of much concern to you. Castor moves down along the rail. Though, that seems to be your primary concern, am I right? I haven't finished business. Pats you on the back. Don't we all? It's the nature of a life to live. I have more projects than I can count. So many games I still have to play and things to learn. May your future cycle be as fruitful as my own. Castor turns and starts to clunk away in his mag boots. I will be keeping an eye on you, if you don't mind, Sleeper. He waves as he walks. My curiosity remains piqued. Once he leaves, you stay a little longer at the rail, in the stars. Imagining the look on Mina's face when she sees one for the first. Imagining the excitement when she first touches the soil. The joy when she first stands outside in the rain, laughing. Those images. But it will not happen for decades. What will carry cycle? Perhaps the next one too. Yippee! Alright. There you go. Was right under my nose. Whoa, what happened with the camera there? It was weird. Sleeper, come look at this! Ike is poring over one of the displays of the makeshift decoding suit they have set up in the climbing Briar's cargo bay. On the screen, a clump of data pathways, like an ingrown root ball, has started to untangle. Ugh. There's air in my airway. Ugh. Get that out of my body right now. Ah! Ugh. Swear to God, I got a freaking xenomorph in there. This is an existing node, corroded by the flux event. It's totally twisted up. He glanced at you to check if you're listening. But inside, you watch as the unwinding pathways leave behind patterns of negative spaces, like shadows staying behind the spider cap. It's a whole other dataset. Peek's eyes shine bright in the pale screen light. Flux event somehow seeds this data deep into the gaps in the node, wrapping them around it. It looks crestfallen. Think of it like resin over an object, all its gaps and cracks, and then hardening into place. You watch the screen, the pattern of shadows becoming obvious now as each layer of pathways is pulled away. The flux event itself really did a number on protected nodes. This one. Most of the eye's systems are screened against radiation and interference, but these exposed nodes? Peek makes a ripping motion with her hands. Torn apart! Peek points to a thick tangle of threads on the screen. Look, here. Looks like it's been tangled purposefully, but it's actually at all the points in the node have been randomly rearranged, as if the node was a bag of ball bearings, and the flux shook them. Pathways tried to account for the rearrangement when the system came back on, hence the tangle. Pulses as the node continues to wind. Although it was less like shaking a bag of ball bearings and more like making them all simultaneously by a superposition of every possible position in the bag, locking them back into integration. Sheepishly. But that's a technicality. Flux. We know it is one with exotic effects. That's all. Peek runs a hand through their hair. The question is not so much what the flux is, but what is causing it. Where's it coming from? Peek turns away from the screen, hitting your eye. And there's something else. Have you spoken with the refugees? Not yet. You should. Peek lowers her voice instinctively. Instinctively. Ugh! It was a hard one. What they are reporting, massive systems failure, cascading collapse of life support, of terraforming systems, total data corruption, Peek swallows. Flux shouldn't do that. They have fundamentally rearranged the structure of systems, especially those poorly shielded, but totally collapsing heavy-duty industrial systems, fail-safes and all that. Doesn't make sense. Instinctively. Instinctively. Look. Those kind of systems are built for deep space, for solar flares and radiation. Flux might penetrate them, but any reconfiguration should have been repairable. He looks back at the screen, where the decoding node lies and was fully open. The shadow pattern of the negative space that existed within its scrambled interior. Like a set of bruises showing the pattern of the object that made them. I need to look into something. I have an idea what might be causing this wave, triggering the flux. I need to research it. Help? Peek shakes her head. I'm sorry, Sleeper, but I want to keep this to myself for now. If you need something to do, the flotilla could certainly do help. I heard from Eshi. There are tens there. I'll look into it. Good. Peek sounds distracted. Give me some time, Sleeper. Peek turns back to her console. I have some answers soon enough, I hope. Take one last glance at the uncalling node as you leave. The dark shapes it leaves behind somehow troubling. You try to shake them from your mind. There are things to be done elsewhere. Soul. Oh, new character? Someone told me I should be thanking you. Voice comes from behind you, cutting through the chaos of the crowded cavernous bay. Don't be afraid now. Hunting you. For the best reasons. You turn to see bright eyes set in a raw face, wearing a russet veil. Oh my! Hey, man! Hey! Hey, look! You look pretty banged up, man. Then... Sleepy. So, holds out his hand. The other clamped firmly around another wooden cane. Take his hand. He grips you firmly with a heavy and calloused hand. Give me. As soon as I saw you, I knew who you were. Saul puts a hand on your shoulder. I've been told a sleeper was part of a crew that organized a supply run attempt. Moses. Brave plan. No one was more sorry than see it. Walk with me, sleeper. Saul sets off through the bay, his special suit hissing and creaking as it helps carry him through the busy crowds. You notice people making way for you and Saul, standing back and letting you pass. As you pass down the corridors, you see people everywhere, resting against walls, squatting on crates, cooking, sleeping, watching you pass. The atmosphere is overwhelming. What's been scarred these past cycles, Saul admits. We do what we can with the stores and what we can grow on the ships, but it's a downward slope. Saul leads you out of the larger bay. The corridor lined with storage rooms that are now serving as dorms. You see someone filling a metal container from a standpipe, the water eventually dribbling out. Saul nods to the person as he passes. Don't look up. Your eyes are sunken and dark. Just a little further now. Saul leads you into a freight elevator and whistles to someone seen operator to start it up. The elevator jerks into life. Have an age, we're expecting an exodus from the flotilla. The flux event has to put a stop to that. Saul stretches. Some have thrust to the eye, but manages to gather salvage or score a hot meal. So, the pressure on our supplies is starting to shrink, cycle by cycle. But not like I hoped. Flux reaching all the way out there, people are starting to understand that our journey might not be over. Saul stares grimly ahead. As Saul talks, you pass through the layers of the ship. You see people on every level. Flies cram into every available space. The ship itself looks like it's bending under a strain. Its hull creaks. Its wall panels pulled away for scrap, leaving the raw frames beneath. Hi Bob, what's up? I see you're stuck at work. Tragic. Oh, you're not working today? Great! Awesome. Suddenly, the freight elevator screeches to a halt, and Saul leads you slowly out to a wide room of chairs and terminals, ringed by a mezzanine and with a glass roof above and hub, and the far curve of the eye beyond. The people at the terminals nod to him as he enters. Hey, what? You are work? I thought you said wrong. Oh, what? I thought you had misspelled the... What is happening? Freak it. What? What? Are you having a stroke? Please. Please, take a sick leave. Please, please, you're not doing well. Oh, what? Bob, what? Are you sure you're fine, Bob? Are you sure you're fine? Aligagor. Oh, when you make the soft spawns for hard counsel, like werg. Okay, I got it. Werg. When you werging. I thought we were having a moment. I don't know what. Alright. It's your ship? Saul nods. That's right. Pilgrim City is mine to care for. It leads you to a rail platform at the center of the room. Stops. Chose me, so to speak. Well, at least her crew did. My best to serve them. Saul looks around the bridge of the ship, a pain expression on his face. I'll admit that responsibility isn't one that suits me, though you rarely get to choose such things. Passes back at you. You, Sleeper? I understand. You chose to try and help us here, is that right? I did my best to. Saul nods silently. We're going to an ostrich farm this weekend. Oh! And I was like, Odrid. Honestly, perfectly valid reaction to seeing ostriches. I mentioned it on Discord, but did you know that I was once bitten by a rhea bird? That shit fucking hurt. It was a nasty fucking pinch. Yeah, the rhea bird. You know, it's like a small ostrich from South America. And for context, rhea, as in like, you know, like the goddess Rhea, right? Yeah, it's a bit like an emu, right? But except, like, unlike an emu, it doesn't look like a fucking crackhead. But, not really. Like, no, it's not like a cassowary. Not at all like a cassowary. We call them ñandú in Spanish, but they're like a small ostrich. And they look like they shop at Sephora because they got those killer fucking lashes on their eyes. Anyway, I don't know how old I was, I don't remember. And, wait, what? Oh my god, is it your birthday, Vex? Is it your birthday today? Is it your birthday today, Vex? Oh, not yet. Okay, not yet. But yeah, it wasn't like some kind of park or zoo. Oh right, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I don't have a good. I don't have a good time consistency, you know. Anyway, back to the story. And I was like, I found a leaf on the ground, and I tried to feed the leaf. And it very happily took the leaf from me, but it also pinched my thumb as it did. It snatched that shit away from my hand, and it hurt. Nothing serious, it just hurt for a bit, but ow. Ow. But yeah, I got bitten by a rhea bird. Or rhea, I don't know how you pronounce that. Rhea, maybe. But I have to ask you, Sleeper, why are you here now? Saul leans back. You feel his eyes on you, assessing you. Flux event. I appreciate the honesty. I figured as much. Saul flexes the shoulder that is free of the suit. Yeah, you know, I can see that an event like that had a big impact. Why is a house smile? Even in cat ears and call them ñandús. I have thousands of people here on the Pilgrim Seat, Sleeper. Thousands more and out in Florida. He leans against a railing. A lot of them are looking to me to provide for some future for them. Some path out of his dead end, we got it. Oh yeah, speaking of which, there was this channel, I kind of stumbled into. And called, the Urban Rescue Ranch. And, you know, since we're talking about rhea birds, where is it? There you go. That's the guy.
Doesn't feel very good at all. Gelatinous.
Where's the? Yeah, you should watch that guy's video. They're very delightful, and like this guy really loves animals. But this is what a rhea bird looks like, and Jesus.
Gustavo now lives in here comfortably with this Oscar. And I have Kevin in here with just Karen because I don't want him breeding with his daughters. I like to keep him separate so that he doesn't attack all of our volunteers and staff. He's still a precious little baby boy, and it doesn't hurt as much when he bites you. It doesn't feel very good at all. It's worse than the Cara. I'm getting better. He's getting a lot better. Cara, I'm getting better. He's getting a lot.
Me when I fucking get you. Yeah. Yeah. This is a real bird. Me to my hug every morning, Bob. No. But yeah. Our Bird Rescue Ranch. It's. I need to watch more of this channel because it's absolutely delightful. Like, this guy seems so passionate about animals. I love it. Cycle? It's very cycle. Me to my hug every morning. No. No, you can't make me say that. Moi, à ma queue chaque matin. Okay, so fun fact, in French, queue means, well, tail. But it's also slang for dick. The more you know. Who the fuck is pinging me on Discord? You missed it? How did you do that? It's okay, you can still clip it or something or whatever. Or you can watch the VOD. I don't know. Come the fuck on! Come on, Bob! Italian now? Io col mio cazzo ogni mattina. Hey, cazzo is cock, actually, so it's actually vulgar this time. Fuck me too, fuck! Are you kidding me? Stop! Okay, that's the last one I'm doing. That's the last one. Okay, you better give me financial compensation for that. I'm kidding. You don't have to spend money for that, but, you know, I'm kidding. And, alright. Yo con mi verga cada mañana. There you go. Are you happy? I said it in all languages I can speak in. Are you happy? Are you happy? Answer me, you're my plaything and you fuck you. Fuck you. Jesus Christ. You freaks. Alright. And the cycle. This very cycle with the thing we've been running away from. It just got out with us. These people are scared, Sleeper. Looking to me for reassurance. Then. Oh my god! Oh my god, Bob! Oh, Bob, thank you. Holy shit, thank you. Oh my god, you didn't have to, but thank you. Oh my god, hype train, holy shit. If you got bits or subs, I don't know what we'll do, but whatever, try to keep it up, maybe. Oh my god, hype train, hype train. Then, on the same cycle, someone tells me they see you on board. A sleeper. The same sleeper they reckon. They wanted to so strongly to send a ship past the cordon to see us. Soul scratches at his beak. So, the first thing I wanted to do was thank you for that. Your interest. Pauses. But the second thing I wanted to do was find out what you want from us. Soul's suit hisses and creaks. I think that's fair, don't you? Soul takes a deep breath. No. What is it? Hey, thank you for the bits. Hey, hype train, hype train, hype train. Let's go. Let's fucking shit, gamers. Let's fucking shit, gamers. Let's fucking shit, gamers. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Thank you so much for the support. Okay, time to shit. You know what? Let me break out the classic image. All right, let me break out the classic image. Where is it? Where is it when I needed it right now? Where the fuck is it right now when I need it? Come on, open, open. Thank you. There you go. He asked. You also want he asked? Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you. Yeah, I will. There he is. E che sei Sofia Italia? Gamers, è ora di cagare! Fuck. Fuck. Oh my god. What is happening? Thank you. Holy shit. Thank you so much, guys. Alright, level 2 hype train. Can we make it? I don't know. That's okay, though. Alright, tell me about the flux. Someone at the terminal calls out to Soul, and he shouts some orders back. He turns to you. Apologies. He smiles a half smile. I'll tell you what, Sleeper. It's you and me make a deal. Information? Understand that. But I have a list of needs longer than the rim of the eye itself. He grimaces. So, some things for me, and then we can talk about what's been happening in the system. Answer all your questions and then some. Maybe the captain of the Pilgrim Seed. He's certainly the biggest ship in this flotilla. I'm not the only captain here. We have ships from each of Ember's Hearth, others from Ember's Sog, even Ember's Steppe. The moons have been at each other's throats, Sleeper. But with the pressure of the flux, the bad blood from the old days, Soul leans in. We aren't exactly all in alignment. I need is a way to stop things escalating. Crews on these ships and their captains to feel happy and comfortable enough to forget all rivalries and past crimes. Flinches at something. Those from Ember Steppe. Well, oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god! Ah! Ah! Oh my god! Jump scare. Oh my fuck! Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Oh my god. What? We're already at 87%? No fucking way. No fucking way. We're at... What the... No way. Okay. Those from Ember Steppe. Well, they've always been... The prize seems to be a barrier to compromise right now. The last set of supplies that's in their way. They refused. Mom said it's my turn to be the number one gifter. We're making out the Sleeper with this one. Meanwhile, I have a supply shuttle at the docking axis the Ember Song ships get at. Have taken far too many cycles to unload. Maybe if you're heading that way, look in one of them. No politicians. Don't. Soul stops. He leans back and flexes, his suit screeching. He groans a little, and you see the weight of the flotilla sitting on his shoulders. The suit, the only thing keeping him vertical beneath all that pressure. You'll see for yourself as you go. Other sleeper. See what they need. Keep them aligned. He speaks from the pain, his voice clipped. Okay. Really, but as long as this thing holds, he grimaces. Hope. Soul grits his teeth. You are what you appear to be, sleeper. He smiles his handsome smile, despite the pain. Because I'm not sure I can take more bad news. Plus, there's plenty to be done here in the Pilgrim Seat too. I have a moment to pitch in. Never enough around here. Something I've learned the hard way. Soul settles on his skin, the pain visibly receding. Right. I have 1,000 things to attend to now. Sleeper. So you should have to find your own way out. That Soul sits at his terminal with slow and careful. You head back down the freight elevator. And as you see again the layers and layers of chaotic life of this vessel and all the vessels of the flotilla hold. Ugh! Too much reading! Damn, I need the shrooms. Three more day on that one. Oh! More bits! Thank you! Thank you! Oh my god! Ah! Ah! Beat back! Ah! I'm being financially supported. Oh my god! Ah! Scary. It's like a 99 for me, I don't know. Alright, I should maybe take my normal pills. Oh my fucking god. Thank you, Bob. Oh my god, we did it, gamers. That's shit. Get fucking bit. Ow! Don't bite me! Oh my god, that was insane, guys. You guys are crazy. Okay, no, do not go bankrupt, okay, now. Alright, you need that money, okay? Thank you, holy shit, but oh my god. Do not go bankrupt, please. Please, I'm happy you spent all that money on me, but also holy fuck, guys. Oh, still something I have to do? Where, Mr. Viff? Who wants to speak to me? Apparently, I cannot finish my cycle. Yeah, there's apparently a scene that I need to salt. Ah, Aki. New character. It's a strange sight. Even your time spent in the greenway. You see a greenhouse choked in red dust. It piles up along the edges, gathers in curving waves, and is carried by some unseen wind whirl in front of the glass ceiling. Stretch, okay. It is a desert in miniature, a captured landscape of iron-rich sediment and unseen life. Beautiful, isn't it? Your mind comes from another figure standing in the view. Oh, hydrate. No, I don't want to piss. Shut up. Anyway. Your mind comes from another figure standing at the viewing window, so quietly that you hadn't noticed them. Just arrive? Or they're just here before you were? A close, sweated form reveals. You catch a glimpse of a pale face among the thick material. Dark eyes glittering in the red reflected light. Oh my, you look very lovely! They turn to you as the dust swirls. Aki! They smile a tight smile. You're not from the flotilla, am I right? Not from anywhere. I live on the eye. But that is not where you're from. She stares into the greenhouse. Everyone is from somewhere, whether they wish to be or not. No! Enough! Citizen Spisser! No! Enough! I drank enough! Leave me alone. We're here to shit, not to piss. The red dust glitters in her eyes. But it is a good place to be from or not. Aki gathers her cloak around her shoulders against the cold. What brings you to the wind's lone shadow? Soul sent me. Aki doesn't respond. Look absent-mindedly at the dust. You are a strange one. Aki raises an eyebrow. I don't think whether to report you or send you back to where you came from, she lies to herself, which is nowhere at all. She glances around the empty corridor, suddenly aware of how quiet it is on the ship. Like the other ships you have been on the flotilla, there's a silent order to the wind's long shadow, and in this moment it feels unsettling. Where is everyone? Aki waves a hand. Asleep, mostly. It is night on steps, so it is night here. Rubs her shoulders. At least for those of us who can't sleep. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, the hype train is over. Hey! Hey! Thank you all again for the support. Thank you. Thank you. Aki turns away, irritated, eager to change the subject. You hear a creak as a set of shutters slowly begin to close across the glass ceiling of the greenhouse. As you watch, you feel the dissonance of this place has that there is here. Wait, hold on, let me reread that. I fucked up. As you watch, you feel the dissonance this place has with that word. There is nothing green here. A dust house, perhaps. It takes many systems to preserve this landscape, Aki begins. To see like the wind, cycle the dust, layer the sand and dirt beneath. Watch the dust swirling. Systems that are failing. The flux event, Aki glances at you for a sudden recognition term, is eroding our ability to keep this place alive. To keep this trace of step alive. She smiles to herself. Which is ironic, because when we left step, the flux had eroded our ability to survive on the moon. Now the situation is reversed. Away from the moon, its ecosystem are as fresh as we were, living upon it. Something catches your eye as the shutters darken the dust house. Winds, picking away at the dunes, begin to reveal something. Web, a network of thick branching forms. When they close completely, you see nothing in the dark. Soft blue lights flicker in the corridor, lighting Aki in cold cyan. You have piqued my curiosity. So tired. You you do not have a purpose of here on the ship, I recommend finding one. Otherwise, I'm afraid you'll need to leave. Make yourself useful, and perhaps we will get another chance to talk, she turns. Oh, like that. With that, Aki pads away along the corridor. You stand for a moment in front of the dark dust house, trying to imagine a network of roots, sand and dust. Then trying to imagine the moon that once housed them. Blah! Blah! Alright. Time to take a normal pill. EP. Reading is exhausting, man. I hope the sequel to this game actually has voice acting, or we'll fucking die. Ugh. I see you be contributing. Aki stands next to you at the dust house window. I wasn't sure what to expect when we joined the flotilla on its voyage to the Eye, but after the journey across the system, then the quarantine, and then the flux reaching all the way out there too, Aki stopped herself. Thank you, she posed a little. Other ships have only been interested in sending us supplies, but we got all we need. Gestures at the dust house. What the dust house needs, that is the problem that concerns us. He smiles and turns to you. Now we go inside? Love to. Aki smiles. Come. Taps away at a panel by the window. Seems only fair that after your help with the support systems, you get to see what it is that you are maintaining. Aki leads you to an opening beside the window. Pass through a dark changing room. You notice Aki is lying on an oxygen mask and she looks at the swirling dust inside. Inside, it is just like Ember's step. An atmosphere, constant dust storms. Nothing that will bother you. She passes you a mask. Dust isn't exactly pleasant to inhale, however, so take this. Hold it to your face. She leads you through a short decontamination tunnel, with its fizzling panels of purifying light, and through the dust house. Immediately, the wind and the heat hits you. You feel the rough wave of dust scattering across your face, and peer through the ember murk. You slide on the eyes of sand. Welcome to Step. For an emulation of it at least. Aki's voice sounds distant, echoey. The terraforming process only managed to provide a limited atmosphere on the moon, one which is slowly escaping. It's been like that since I was born, so I got used to the idea. You catch her bright eyes through her amber dust. So did everything else that lives there. You feel something hard beneath your feet. Beneath the sand, full of rope. Down. You instinctively look down and see something pale and twisted poking in the sand. Aki sees you looking. Step silk. It's one of the plants we established on Step. She kicks away some red sand. Like any bast fiber, it can be read and woven into clothes. I'm wearing some of that made from it myself. It's one of many species adapted to steppes since the Solheim collapse, which is why it must be preserved. Stares out to the swirling dust. It's as much a refugee as we are, and the dust houses hold hundreds of other species. Look at the pale, unassuming root, spread thickly around the sand. Aki watches you silently. Had enough? You just speak outside. Aki leads you back out through the conductor tunnel, which blasts the dust from both of you with a burst of metallic tasting air, into the changing room. Aki hangs up both the masks, patiently awaiting your questions. What happened on Ember's steps? Aki pauses, pulling her shawl around her. She looks small and pale inside. Steppe was already a doomed world. When Solheim gave the terraforming contract to Cybele, they believed that they would build an atmosphere, but the moon's erratic orbit made it impossible to maintain. By the time one of the Solheim collapsed, the atmosphere was already fading, and Cybele's attention was on Ember's hearth. After the collapse, Cybele fell too. Its researchers scattered across the moons, and any central organization lost. Since then, my parents' generation worked tirelessly to survive, to adapt what we had to the steppe silk, the other species, are the life's work of the steppe's colonies. So when the flux started to collapse, so computer systems, corrode and destroy life support, or water supply, or agriculture, we had to leave. Aki sits heavily on a nearby bench. Soon, the only trace of steppe would be on this ship. Yeah, let me kill off he ass now. And the shitter. Drink. I love water. He begins to cry quietly. Unsure what to do. You sit on the bench beside her as she sobs. You understand why the ship, why the refugees from steppe, are so different. The world was already dying when the flux arrived. Ember steppe. Oh, hey, Swede! Hi, sweetie! Hi, sweetie! Hi, sweetie! Hi. Ember steppe is a terraformed moon, a partial atmosphere, established colonies, culture. Yet when the flux event started, its people think of the eye and the delicate web of thinking systems it rests upon. I hope there's a ruined station have against a way that corrupts and collapses. Aki interrupts your thoughts, rubbing her eyes. Not everyone left. There wasn't room to take all the people and fill the dust houses. Parents, friends, and many others stayed. Carry a step for them. As there's hope. They're not to talk of hope on a dying world. It's meaning for them. Any future they can build with the time they have. Hands up. We need to understand the importance of these dust houses, what they contain. It leads you back into the corridor. Flux events continue to reach out to the eye. We need to build protections to ensure their safety. Aki meets your eyes. Can I help? Aki smiles weakly. Do it. You'll be welcome on the wind's long shadow whenever you wish. These dust houses are already decaying. I've seen it. She stares into the dust. We have thought that it would last longer, but at last flux event. Help us. Aki looks at you. Please. Bill. When you're ready, we'll begin the preparations for reinforcing dust houses. Get ready for the next flux event. His eyes shine with the last of her tears. Takes a breath. I will see you soon. Aki drifts away down the corridor, leaving you alone once more at the view. Watching the ragged, delicate tree. Ember steppe. Nice. I only have one dice left, so I'm gonna use that for safing. Alright, the mushrooms. Let me check on the mushrooms. One more day. We don't like that. Alright, mushroom time. Make some normal pills now. Hey, sweet. Sweet spotted. Yeah, I know. Be sweet. Soul finds you deep in the layers of the Pilgrim Seed, working on a patch for a life support vent. Hear him coming, stood hissing as he does. I had to ask around to find you. Seems you know the place better than me these days. I've put in the time. Thank you for it. Soul holds out a hand. Stand up and let me see you. Pulls you to your feet. Don't believe we had a sleeper on Ember's hearth. Soul looks you up and down. Sure do make me wish we had. Could have done a few workers as good as you. Thank you. Soul nods. You're welcome. Like I owe you some answers, seeing as you've been working hard on the Pilgrim Seed this past cycle. He leans against a crate. He stood creaking. What do you want to know about? You. Soul squints at you. Want to know about me? I'm not sure it was part of the deal I was thinking of, Sleeper. Unless you were asking about this. You're perhaps on the metal of his suit. In case you haven't guessed, this is the only thing keeping him vertical. There's a shoulder piece. Lifter suit. For working in the fields. We had to modify it so I could work around after the accident. Ugh. And that's all I'm saying, Sleeper. Because to be honest with you, I don't know you more than that. Want to know about the flux? About Ember's hearth? Go ahead. Don't pry into my life and I won't pry into yours. Soul lets the silence sit, staring hard at the floor. The suit seems to loom over him, looking more like a burden than support. The bars around his head you suddenly start to think of it like a cage. Look, I don't mean to be rude. Let's leave it there. Too many eyes on me on this ship as it is. Rather just slip into the background. Thank you very much. Soul shifts on the crate. Anything else you wanted to ask? Something. Soul nods. Want to know about? Sure, smiles. I mean, I spent my whole life on that rock, so I have plenty to tell. I'll save my life story for another time, he winks. But the short of it is that Hearth is the first of Ember's moons. Biggest and the most populated, which is down to the successful terraforming system Cybele set up back when Solheim owned the system. Relations? Soul smiles. Depends on who you've been talking to. Shouldn't mistake me for a politician, Sleeper. That's for others to do. Gives you a look. But Ember's Step was a test ground for the terraforming tech that Hearth is built on. While Ember's Song was the extraction site for the raw materials and energy needed to make it work, you can imagine that might lead to some tension. However, Soul holds up a hand. Despite what people might say, Hearth was never fully stable. Soul shakes his head. Hearth was never fully stable, okay. Cybele lied to talk it up after they pulled out and Solheim left, or people discovered they have to keep the system running themselves or the place would soon end up as dry as steppe. Earth was as good as long as the operators kept running, filling up the sky with clouds, even after the collapse our people kept things going, turning that subsurface ocean into a periwinkle blue sky. Soul smiles. Flux ended up though. Failed, rains failed, and the harvest with it. Soul pauses. And soon, you have a city without a way to feed itself. Soul shudders. That's when we, some of us, made a decision to set out on this place. Gesture at the pilgrim seed. And look for the future. Soul shifts on the crane. Soul stands, flexing it into suit. Takes his skin in his hand. Keep it up, Sleeper. He smiles and leaves, making me think I need to start making new plans for this place. That, Soul leaves, and you wonder what he means. As he creaks down the corridor, you can't help but feel there's more to him than it seems. Ugh. Reading. Ah, fuck, we're down one dice. Or die, actually. I don't have any shrooms left. I guess I am sort of winning, I don't know. Alright, I got one. Tree for an hour and a half, pretty much. Ah, more reading! You and Aki stand side by side at the viewing window in silence. Dust swirls and you glimpse the twisted root systems of the Epsilon, the ochre gaze. For all these cycles, you feel a strange connection to a world on which you are nursed. Aki shifts from foot to foot. Seems restless, eager to speak but unsure of what to say. Did it? Aki smiles at you warmly. I did. Pauses and turns back to the window. What's the value of all this? Asks suddenly. Preserving a world we have left behind. History. Aki is silent for a moment. But history is dead. It's a dead thing. It's plants. Ecosystem. They still live. There are no more history than you and I. Pauses. As long as we keep living, we are more than just history. Aki paces away, lost in thought. Grateful to you. Helping protect the dust houses. For ensuring the slide into decay is delayed. Averted. Now, I myself let an pass. The stability of the dust house changed things. Makes me aware of how blinker we've been. He stops to look at you. Posture is somehow different. The ecosystem of Steppe, its people, not grow to meet the future. I preserve it. Frowns. Slaves to the preservation of what came before? Not slaves, inheritors. Aki nods. But the weight of this inheritance is heavy. Aki comes close. Holds her hands in hers. Must change. Must change to live. I've seen that in you. Steppe, these people, this ship, serve more than heritage, than history. Serve the future. F. Can't read. There are those in the flotilla that need clothes, that eat food, can benefit from the gifts of the Steppe's ecosystem. Invite them. Do that for me? How? That soul sent you. You can tell him, Aki, captain of the Windslung Shadow, invites all the people of the flotilla to come. Captain? He never asked. Aki steps away. Want to know about the flux, no? Purposes, its origins, Miles. We wish to protect your home as we could not. Pray I don't have much to tell you. An exotic wave of sorts. An energy that passes through matter. The very charged particles which run through electrical systems. It is possible to shield against it, as you would radiate. You have done with the dust houses. Only when it is weak. The flux event here was much like the first one we felt on Ember Steppe. Localized. Destructive but bearable. Time. Strength grew. I don't know if it will be the same here, but... Pauses. It's coming from the center of the system. Close orbit of Helon star. 1. Is all we could uncover. Silent for a moment. Not sure what to add. Sorry, I cannot offer more. You're always welcome on this ship. I hope I will see you when the others come. Squeezes you both your hands. Hope this ship, those houses can be more than a museum. Hope they can be a home. This, she turns and leaves. That word, home, resonating within you like a shrug bell. Hey, we did it. Did friendship, I guess. Damn, I'm never doing great with those. How long am I streaming for? See, I'm gonna keep going for just a little tiny bit and then I'm gonna end the stream because I'm very tired and also I have to wrap up a bit early tomorrow because I have to again go to. Have you ever heard of a canned channel sleeper? Beak asked as soon as you enter the bay, if you were in the middle of a conversation. There are heavy circles under the eyes. You're sure if they've moved since you last visited. The console they are working at seems to have grown too, shadowing their slight frame in a wealth of screens and mirrors. Transit? Yes, exactly. Beak turns to face you. Humanity's active negation, the name of the effect used to transport trillions of tons of materials from the surrogate system to the core. You might have heard of it in your physics classes. At XPR, they hammered the principle into us as kids. Gone. Beak recites the definition in the classroom. Oh, I'm actually sleepy, you can tell. My ability to read is getting worse and worse. Process of collapsing spatial causality along the Euclidean distance between points by negating mass simultaneously at both ends of a geodesic curve. What? Essentially, canned channels allow for the near instantaneous transport of raw materials between systems. They require huge volumes of energy, of course, and decades of construction. A canned channel is established, it opens up a system for infinite exploitation. Backbone of a surrogacy is what XPR called them. Beak shakes her head. They might not be able to send anything more complex than a rock through them. Complex machines and people are, shall we say, were configured by the process. Raw, molecularly pure materials? Beak flicks a hand. Whoosh! Where's this going? Beak pauses. What I was trying to find out was whether the Helion system, this system, ever had a canned channel. Canned channels are vastly expensive to build. One. Not every surrogate system has one. Many use fraction drive ships to transport the material to the new hub, but Solheim smiles. Solheim spared no expense when they established. Yep! Beak's eyes light up. Shut it down before the collapse. They couldn't run the center research station anymore, but it was there. Still is, as far as I can tell, closely orbiting our star. In fact, Beak grins. Been building to this. It's still there, because one of the issues with canned channels are the massive waste of exotic energy they can produce cycling up. Flux. Exactly! Beak's face suddenly drops. Someone is stirring up the channel. Who? Beak sucks in a breath. That? I don't know. They're counting off information on their fingers. They need a lot of resources to do it. And they need to have people from the core systems. But there's no real large-scale extraction in the healing system anymore, so why would you go through the trouble? Little Flux? Peak rubs her red eyes. The flux, the wave the can effect produces, is a side effect. Problematic one. It isn't a destructive force. If it was, the core system would have never been able to use it. So then why are colonies collapsing because of it? Why is it showing through systems? The kind of industrial system set up to function with a range of a once active channel. He is getting frustrated. The moons of Ember have been terraforming since the collapse. But I had to deal with the flux. Everything we have heard from the refugees says it brought down every system they had. He falls quiet, thinking all through. Mind drifts too, thinking of the can channels, those vast arcadial highways that prop up the core system and their endless appetite for resources. The system has been quiet for decades. Solheim collapsed. Most corporations gave up their claims. Apart from the Scylla ship that work on the sidereal horizon, no one from the core has come here in all that time. You shiver as you imagine the attention of the core, the system of logic and exploitation that created your suffering. Turning toward the healing system, a floodlight turned to this dark corner. A shrill bleep catches both of your attention, and Peak rushes to a screen, one showing a crude mobile station. It individual marker begin to flare up with insistent chirps. Peak looks puzzled for a moment. Then... No, 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 no! They lean in close. This doesn't make any sense! What is happening? The flux nodes are being elsewhere on the station! Peak pulls at their hair. I set the system to alert me on other flux nodes near the epicenter of the flux event, but these are everywhere! The hub, the low end, the shipyard... Can this happen? The only reason we host flux nodes here is because it is in the most rundown part of the station. We're barely shielded, but others appearing so far after the event? He turns to you. Oh, you're going to need to give me the data from these nodes, and quickly. I keep looking what I have right here. I need to know why they're popping up everywhere. Right now? Right now. We can talk more about can channels and systems history when you're back, but this needs our attention right now. He turns quickly back to the monitor, their eyes rolling, scrolling. Screens of code spewing from newly flux nodes. There. You leave quickly, but struggle to shake the image of the spotlight from your mind. You feel watch as you cross back into the Pilgrim Seed on your way to a shuttle bay. Hurry onward, eager to outrun the fear. Oh boy! Do we have a time limit on that? I don't think we do have a time limit. And you know what? I'm fucking exhausted. Ugh. Alright. Alright. That was a great freaking stream. Alright. Thank you for watching. I stream every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday after 9 p.m. Central Europe time. And next Saturday I will see you with more Stardew Valley. I'm gonna see if there's someone I can raid. Damn, no one I can raid. Well, alright then. Bye!